Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a mid-monthly reading for all of the signs from mid-month May 2018, focusing specifically on the areas of love and relationships and career and finances. For the love and relationships portion of the reading, I'll be using the Chrysalis Tarot by Holly Sierra. And we'll pull an additional oracle card from the Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. And for the career and finance portion, I'll use the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and pull an oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can connect with me in a number of ways. The most, the quickest and newest way would be by using the INSTANTGO app on your iPhone or smartphone. It's a great new app that can put us in touch with each other very quickly. If it's just sort of a quick question that you have, we can message each other on it. So I would encourage you to take a look at that. Information for it is in the description box below, but you can just search me up by Changing Phases Tarot once you install the app. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. You'll find information about the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing for the readings. Now, for this month as well, just another reminder, at the end of the month on May 29th, we will be having the next full moon. It's the full moon in Sagittarius, and it's the flower moon. So I'll be putting out, like I usually do, I'll put out a special full moon tarot spread for the full moon, and I also do a giveaway. So be looking out for the special video for the giveaway. And if you're interested, you can you'll watch the video to find out how you can enter into the giveaway to win a free reading with me. It's a one question reading, but I do a 10-card Celtic cross spread, much like I do for the monthly readings. And it's just something that I like to do to give back to everybody who likes my videos and comes on and watches them and subscribes to the channel. I really do appreciate it. So it's just a little something that I do to give back. All right, so I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Sagittarius, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-May reading. As you can see, I've already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread just to try to save a little bit of time. So let's get into it. We'll start off with your career and finance part of the reading. So you have in the past position, Major Arcana number 5, the Hierophant. In the present, the Four of Pentacles. The outbound energy for the month of May, you have the King of Swords. And the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, card from the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups. And your Life Purpose Oracle card, another sign had this. I want to say it was either Virgo or Leo, so I definitely say in addition to watching your sun sign video, also check out your moon and rising signs. There might be additional messages there. You have the card of counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. All right, so beginning here with Hierophant in the past position. Well, first of all, it's a major arcana, so significant message coming through with the Hierophant card, but it is in the past. So for some of you, there could have been going back to the beginning of this month, or even to the back to April. You could have been dealing with usually the Hierophant is large institutions, right? We associate the Hierophant with those very structured, sort of traditional ways of doing things, rules, order, law. Could be dealing with large, sort of like the religious institutions, the formal religious institutions. Could be other large institutions such as universities, could be the government, could be, anything that that is very sort of this large institution that follows rules, does things by the book, that very traditional way of doing things. The Hierophant can also be, a spiritual leader. Obviously, he is a religious figure, so this could be, you were seeking out the help of a spiritual counselor, a guidance counselor, in the past, right? This could have been you dealing with, since we are talking about career and finance, you could have been seeking out, the guidance of a financial planner, or seeking, going to speak with somebody who could give you advice about your career or your finances. Which brings you to the Four of Pentacles in the present position. And the Four of Pentacles is, or the Suit of Pentacles deals with the material, the tangible things, material prosperity, the things that we can touch and, feel, tangible, sort of material gain here in the earthly realm. So it's our jobs, it's, the money that we earn from the jobs that we perform, it's our homes, also has to do with education, it has to do with knowledge, the things that we can buy with the money that we earn. And the Four of Pentacles is a card of, you can see that the man here, he's holding on to very tightly his Four Pentacles, right? So sometimes this card is referred to as the miser card. And it's sort of running, when you run the risk of wanting to hold on to what you've been able to achieve as far as, finances go, hold on to that so tightly that, you run the risk of becoming kind of miserly, of not wanting to share with anybody else. It does have to do with control and watching your spending and, careful planning, which is, very good, especially if you have been talking to a financial advisor. I mean, obviously, one thing that I would think that they would encourage you to do is to, control your spending, maybe create a budget, each month, try to put down on paper what your expenses are, what your earnings are, just those types of things. It's good to have that. But on the negative side, you kind of run the risk of wanting to, or starting to see tangible results of, what you've put into practice by saving, by putting money aside, and then, not wanting to share of that, and rather, you see this man is alone here. He would rather be alone with his wealth, than, sharing of it with other people. So it's good to obviously watch your spending. It's good to have a plan in place. It's good to have sort of a budget, that type of thing. But you don't want to run the risk of going to the extreme and, becoming that miser type of figure here. I was getting something else coming through, but no, I might come back to that one. But where you leave the month, so the outbound energy for the month is the King of Swords. Could be an actual person that you're dealing with. If so, then typically this would be an older air sign individual. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, male or female in these general readings, is not gender specific, but usually it's an older person because the kings and queens in the tarot have really mastered that particular suit. So it takes time and, to get up to the position of the king. And so the king has really mastered the suit of swords. And the swords deals with the intellect, is the suit of the mind, it's the suit where we set our intentions, right? It's cerebral energy. So it's our thoughts. It's where we sort of come up with the plans that we want to put into play, and bring, sort of manifest into reality. But it starts with the thoughts. It also has to do with communication. The King of Swords is an excellent communicator. If this is a person, then this could be, usually, we associate with swords sort of careers that involve either something, like a cutting instrument, like we think of a surgeon or somebody who does things, with that sort of cutting precision. Could be also he's carrying a sword, could be somebody in the military, even law enforcement. And obviously, swords are great communicators. The King of Swords is an excellent communicator. He gets his thoughts across. He's very rational, uses his intellect to resolve situations. So, if this isn't a person, this could just be you taking on this King of Swords energy, and just, being a very forceful communicator, using your intellect to, as you move through the next couple of weeks, with regards to whatever this situation might be, if this is within the workplace, there could be, with the Hierophant, there could be even, going to speak to somebody, sort of receiving some type of guidance within the workplace. I don't know if this could be within the HR department, could be, also speaking with maybe your boss. Since we have the King of Swords, could be talking to a superior, somebody higher up from you. It could have to do with, a promotion, trying to increase your wealth here. So some type of promotion or pay increase. And then you have the Ace of Cups as the overall energy for the next 2 weeks. And this is a beautiful energy because it's divine. It's sort of the hand of the universe extending this blessing to you, extending this offering. Yes, it can be, if this were a relationship reading, the Ace of Cups is that sort of holy grail, it's that new offer of love. But here, thinking about career and finance, it could be a new, definitely a new opportunity coming in, a new offer. It could be a new job offer. It could be a new endeavor, just something that, that's going to bring you a great sense of joy, of fulfillment. I was going back to the Four of Pentacles. That's what I was picking up with the Four of Pentacles. If you think of the four in the major arcana, which is the Emperor, the Emperor is a very, is that strong patriarchal figure who's all about taking care of the home and the family. But this Four of Pentacles, again, the four, it is a stable number, right? It's a number of stability in the tarot. But you do run the risk of, of taking it to the extreme. It's kind of like the Emperor, but almost to the extreme, sort of negative. So be careful with that. If there is some type of pay increase, it's great to have that, and it's great to have if you've started to save money, if financial planning has worked out for you, if this new opportunity is bringing in, an increase, that's great. But be careful not to focus sort of too much on that. Don't turn into this miser figure. Still keep there needs to be a flow. So, still have this flow of money going on. Yes, do set money aside, but and again, since I was picking up the Emperor here, and then the Hierophant, the King of Swords, for some of you, that could be maybe this is a job, or something to do with the military or the police force. And I'm getting here, like the eye, you see this eye kind of shining over this cup here. So it's this, like keeping an eye on, this holy grail. Keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on, maybe this is the, this pay increase, or keeping your eye on the prize in the sense that this is the new, the new job or the promotion. You're going to get, whatever this is, aces in the tarot, they're positive cards, they're yes cards, they're, cards that speak of success. So there's this definite new opportunity, a blessing, success coming in, increase on the finance front. You're looking, finances are good here. And then you're going to be using your intellect and really communicating, which is why I think this counseling card does tie in well with the, this King of Swords, because the counseling card has to do with you speaking, using your words to help other people. Let me find my guidebook here, and I'll read you the full meaning for the counseling card. It says, counseling, here we go. People frequently reveal their deepest secrets and worries to you because you're a natural counselor who channels wise advice and kind support. This card comes as a counselor for you, advising you to choose a career path involving this type of work. Since you're already performing the functions of a counselor, you may as well receive remuneration in addition to the emotional fulfillment that counseling brings to you. The angels can support any need or desire you may have for classes that would teach you skills and lead to proper licensure. Your counseling path can be along lines of life coaching, where you help clients organize their goals and intentions into achievable steps. Or you can blend in spirituality through traditional pastoral counseling, or via the more alternative path of giving readings. Your work could also involve writing or teaching. The main point is that this life purpose uses words as a healing modality. With the proper training, you're highly qualified to conduct counseling work. Please don't think that your own life needs to be perfect before you can help others. All counselors have their own ego issues and human imperfections. The point isn't whether you have these character or life quirks. It's what you do with them that counts. As long as you listen to your client's feelings with an open mind and heart, their needs will be served. Interesting. So definitely could be, counseling in some form, helping others, could be, related to your life path, or, and possibly, if it's not something that you're looking to do as your main career, something you could possibly do on the side. So interesting. All right, let's move on. We'll look here at your relationship and love portion of the reading. So sitting in the past position, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. In the present position, you have Major Arcana number 17, the Star. And the outbound energy for the month is the Page of Mirrors. This would be the Page of Cups in the traditional tarot. And in this deck, she's called the Healer. And the overall energy, the card from the bottom of the deck for the remainder of the month, is Two of Spirals. This would be the Two of Wands. And your Romance Angels card, it says, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so starting off with the Lovers card in the past position. For some of you, this could be, in the recent past, so going back to the beginning of this month or back to the end of April, you could have met another person, right? There could have been a significant new relationship that began in the past for you. The Lovers card can also have to do with, sort of a major decision, a head or heart decision. So for others, there could have been a major sort of life decision that you were asked to make, asked to be made, It can also have to do with, obviously in a romantic reading, it can be that soul connection to another person. So if this is somebody that you met, it could be that soulmate connection. It can be like an actual wedding ceremony for some of you, right? The Lovers card can represent a wedding, that coming together, the commitment with another individual. But again, it's also, it's a choice. And I was just kind of stopping, so I was looking over here. The Two of Spirals as the overall energy for the 2 weeks is also another card that speaks of choice, right? The Two of Spirals or Two of Wands. It really is a card of you taking matters into your own hands, and you sort of making whatever this decision is, and sort of trusting in yourself, trusting in your intuition, trusting in whatever decision you make, right? The choice that's there, the decision that you make. And it's really a card about taking matters into your own hands. So, we do have this other choice card back here with the Lovers card. So there could be, the theme of choice could be quite significant over the next couple of weeks. There could be a choice that you are faced with. But it's about sort of using, your instinctive creative, because obviously the Suit of Wands, it deals with creativities and passions, right? And determination. So trust in your creative intuition, trust in that knowing, that inner knowing, while trying to make whatever this decision is. weigh up both sides, whereas the Lovers card in the decision, it really is sort of head or heart, head or heart. This is about weighing up all the sides and then, choosing carefully, being patient, and then making that decision, and sort of going ahead fearlessly with whatever that is. Now, going back here to the reading, the main cards, in the present position, you have the Star. So another major arcana. We have two major arcanas, one next to the other here. The Star card, it's a card of optimism, right, and hope. It's a beautiful card. It's about having your wishes come true. It's about wishing upon a star, setting your intentions, putting those intentions out into the universe, and then having the hope, remaining positive and trusting that, your wishes will be granted. The story that goes along, because in this particular deck, there are different figures that appear. In this one, we have Alpi, whose actual name means hope, right? And the story that goes along with this card is that when Pandora opened up the mythological Pandora's box, and then evil kind of escaped out into the world, hope was the only good thing that remained, right? So this Alpi card, the Alpi, is the only promise of hope. It's a promise of brighter days. It sort of reminds you that whatever you're facing, brighter days are ahead. And it also reminds you that choices that you make today, you see, I said there was something to do with choice. The choices that you make today, they also determine your future. And so be careful, weigh everything, weigh the things up very carefully, because the choices from today will definitely, affect your tomorrow. So choice coming in here, remaining optimistic, remaining hopeful. And then the outbound energy for the month, the Healer. This is the Page of Mirrors or Page of Cups in the traditional tarot. Could be an actual person. If so, then this would typically be a younger cup, so water sign individual, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, male or female, right? Again, not gender specific in these general readings. But it will usually be, either like a child of yours, a younger person, somebody who's in their teens or even early 20s. And this person is, the Suit of Cups, it deals with emotions and feelings. It's also intuition. And this page is a very, very caring individual, a very loving individual. This could be, I usually view sort of the pages as bearers of news, right? More of an event sort of happening. So if so, this could be news of, that brings you great joy, or in this case, healing, because in this particular deck, the Page of Cups is called the Healer. And so this is somebody who can, not actually heal you with herbs. I mean, I guess they could, but it's all about that emotional support, and being that sort of shoulder to cry on when you need it, and being that that friend who can get you through if there's a decision that needs to be made here. Going back to the choices, look to this person. This person could help you, right? Could be that support, who could help you heal, who could help you make this decision. And going back to the Lovers card, for others, because there seems to be specific messages coming through. So, there seems to be one group that really there's an issue of choice where you're choosing possibly between two people or between two things, a head or heart decision. There's a need to remain optimistic, to remain hopeful. Possibly, friends could come in, or a helping hand could come in to help you with this choice, and just really weighing up both sides. Another group, I see that there could be, this sort of soul connection. You met another person in the recent past. This relationship is a very healing relationship for you, because with the Star card, which in itself is a very healing energy, and then having this Healer here, the healer and healing energy of the star. I mean, this person with the Lover's card, they could be, besides being that sort of soulmate energy, it's all about unity and oneness and togetherness. And so there could be this very healing quality to this person coming into your life. Yeah, definitely. That type of relationship that is kind of that fated relationship, that if there have been difficult relationships in the past, this one comes in to really help you, to heal you. It's one of love and of peace and of unity with this other person. It's understanding and seeing each other on that very, deep soul level, that soul connection with the other person. It's a very balanced relationship, that sort of yin and yang energy coming together, and, it just kind of clicks. And then you have romantic feelings. Let me find my guidebook. So for romantic feelings, it says, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside you. A partner definitely brings those feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These could be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. So that's interesting. I definitely feel that, there's this, you've met this person, and this person could definitely be a very positive force in your life now. They could be bringing a lot of wonderful things to your life, but there's also this, this choice. And going back to what this romantic feelings card just said about, what was it? By taking charge, right? Making things happen. This Two of Wands card is a card of you taking charge, right? It's about you deciding, you choosing. In the traditional tarot, it's the person kind of staring down the two paths, right? And having to choose which one is the right one. So it's all about taking matters into your own hands. And then, this beautiful healing coming through. So it's a very calming, very peaceful energy coming off of these cards. So this person, could be bringing this peace and, this hope back to your life, definitely, and allowing you to feel these, or allowing these romantic feelings to come to the surface and start really showing again in your life. So it looks nice. It looks like a good rest of the month for you. So I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I send you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of May. Bye for now.